In this video, we're going to be talking about product photography. Hey, this is Scott Weidenkivowitz, a storyteller with a camera, talking about all the things photographers like you and I are thinking about. Tabletop photography, product photography, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes you just don't have the space or the setup to actually make it good. So I want to give you a quick tip, which is something that a lot of product photographers actually do, but most newer photographers who are getting into this don't realize how inexpensive it can be to get the right setup. There is a very simple and inexpensive tool, a very inexpensive material that you can buy at a Michael's or any Hobby Lobby or any art store, really anywhere around the world, to create the actual table that you need for product photography. What we got right here is a piece of white foam board. It's very thin, and as you can see, it's black on one side, but a nice sort of smooth finish. And it doesn't really attract dust. It does get some scratches, so you have to replace it, but again, it's very cheap, somewhere between $3 and $8 per sheet, depending. I got this from Michael's, a pack of 2. And the cool part is that once it's done as a table, you're now using it as a reflector for more light. So for example, reflector, right? Or you're using it as a flag to prevent light from going where you don't want it to. So basically what you would do is you would set it up on the floor like this, and then you have the backdrop like this, either on the floor or on a different table. So for example, I actually just put it on a stool. I had it on a stool. I had one horizontal on a stool and one like this on a stool. And I basically created a tabletop photography set. And then light-wise, with the lighting, you don't actually light your products directly. You reflect the light. So I use reflectors like I have right there. I have a reflector. And if you want to see the setup I'm using for this, you just click on the video above about the cinematic lighting and you can watch that. But for product photography, I use reflectors, but I also use additional foam board. So these are smaller pieces that are just white on both sides. And what's really nice is you can actually take inexpensive clamps from Home Depot, clamp the bottom like so, and now it'll just sit on a table. It'll just sit on a table like this. And now I have a reflector that I can put wherever I want. You can cut these smaller and have tiny reflectors. Whatever you need to do, you can have reflectors on your table. You can even attach these little foam boards to light stands, and if you need to, you've got very lightweight reflectors. So that's it. It's a very simple tip. Again, between like $3 and $8, depending on the size and how many come in the pack, you can get foam boards. If you go to a place like Michael's, you go to their website and they got 40% off coupons. So you can actually start the process of product photography for very little money. These clamps from Home Depot are like, you can get a 5-pack for like a few bucks as well. So the clamps are also very, very cheap. I definitely recommend going this route before you pick up, you know, like really expensive reflectors, really expensive lighting. Just use what you have. Use the cat lights, linked above. The cat lights that I also talked about in another video make really good product photography lights because they're just really bright LEDs. Just remember to white balance all the time. Always white balance before you stick your product in there. And if you're using something like the Color Checker Passport, it's the size of a product that you might be photographing, so it's the perfect tool for getting your white balance. If you like this video, click the subscribe button below now. I publish new videos every Monday and Thursday whenever possible. You don't want to miss it.